Should you get the Apple Pencil or the alternatives? Just saying, these alternatives will take you by surprise. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today you're watching a video where I help you decide if you should get the traditional Apple Pencil or if there are better alternatives out there which are extremely cheap and just as good or maybe even better. Just saying, these alternatives are so good, it might just make you question if the Apple Pencil is worth it after all. Before we get into this video, let me tell you that I make a lot of tech unboxing and review videos and also a lot of my aviation videos. If you want to see more of those videos, make sure to hit that red subscribe button, don't be shy, hit it, and also the notification bell right next to it. Now that being said, let's get into this video. Come on! Let's get started with the first generation Apple Pencil. The newer iPads are not compatible with the first generation Apple Pencil, but if you're still using an older iPad, is this the one for you? The first generation Apple Pencil has a glossy finish and is fully rounded, meaning it can roll off the table very easily. And these pencils falling down is such a bad disaster. They might stop functioning and you might just waste about $100. So that is a big no-no for this. Since the first generation Apple Pencil is made by Apple itself, it writes without lag. So it writes seamlessly and there is absolutely no lag and you don't have to wait for it to show up on your iPad as you're writing. It, however, needs to be paired to an iPad. And this pairing process, even though is not super hard, it still requires pairing. What I hate the most about this is the way it charges. It needs to be plugged into the iPad itself. It is a very awkward way to charge something. I cannot leave it like this while charging. I could tap on it and it could just snap, or my dog could tap on it and it could just snap. I cannot put it in my bag like this because that's just asking for a disaster. So the charging, not a big fan. It also comes with this tiny adapter that you can put on the Apple Pencil and then plug it in. But again, be prepared to lose it. And while you're charging, you could also lose the cap that is on top, which again is not good. It, however, has a moderate to decent battery life. I wouldn't say it is extremely good, but it is decent. And scrolling to the left on your iPad while the Apple Pencil is paired, it'll tell you how much battery life the Apple Pencil has. The Apple Pencil first generation also has pressure sensitivity. This is a big bonus for this. Overall, given how the Apple Pencil first generation is, it is pretty expensive. And if you ask me if I would buy the first generation Apple Pencil, no. I would not buy the Apple Pencil first generation. I do not like the writing experience. It doesn't have a grip because it has a glossy finish. And it just overall isn't it. Next up, we have the Logitech Crayon. This is the crayon from Logitech, which Apple sells on their website itself. So you better believe that it is good. And it is such a good alternative to an Apple Pencil. And if I may say so myself, it is better than the first generation Apple Pencil. I don't have a Logitech Crayon to show you, but this is the box from when I bought it and my dog chewed it up. I'll insert a picture here. I've used it for over 2 years and I love it over the Apple Pencil. Firstly, because of its body itself. It has a rectangular body, meaning it won't roll off your table. And it also has rubber on the top which you can open and put the charging cable in to charge it. And again, a better charging experience because you're connecting the charging cable directly into the Logitech Crayon. And this rubber grip on top also helps it prevent from rolling off the table. It also has a power button. So whenever you're using it, you can turn it on using the power button and you can start writing. It does not need to be paired. It uses the exact same technology as the Apple Pencil, except it does not have pressure sensitivity. That is the only downside. But in all the other ways, it is way better than the Apple Pencil itself. It has no lag and it writes seamlessly on your iPad. And instead of this pressure sensitivity, it supports tilt. So basically, if you're writing straight, it'll have thinner lines, and if you tilt the Logitech Crayon, it'll make thicker lines. That is slightly an upside, and even though you're missing pressure sensitivity, you have tilt support, so that works out. Getting back to the power on/off button, this saves you so much battery life. Unlike the first generation Apple Pencil, there was no way to turn it on or off. Once you pair it, it stays on. If you're not using it, after a while, it just sleeps. But this you can turn it on and off as you need, so it's going to save you so much battery life. And when I say this has amazing battery life, trust me on this. I have used it for over a week straight and I did not have to charge this. And every day I would use it between 3 to 5 hours because I'm a college student, I take notes regularly, and I come back home and I have to do homework. So I have used it every single day for 3 to 5 hours and it still lasted me a week or more. And there's also a light on the crayon itself, which lets you know how much battery you have left and if you need to charge it. Unlike the Apple Pencil where you have to look in the iPad after you pair it to check how much battery it has, this automatically tells you as soon as you turn it on. And it is compatible with almost all the iPads, the newer ones and the older ones. The Apple Pencil first generation is only compatible with the older iPads, the second generation is only compatible with the newer iPads, but this is compatible with all of those. So it is a lot better and you can use it even when you're moving on to newer iPads. The only thing that this lacks is pressure sensitivity, like I said. Unless you're an artist or using this for sketching, this shouldn't matter to you. And if you're not buying it for these purposes, I would highly recommend you get the Logitech Crayon instead of the Apple Pencil first generation. It is so much better in so many aspects and it is just $20 cheaper, so why not? Next, let's move on to the second generation Apple Pencil. Unlike its older counterpart, this one I actually like. So with the second generation Apple Pencil, it has a flattened side, which means it will prevent it from rolling off the table as easily as the Apple Pencil first generation. It also has a better grip and a way better writing experience. The writing experience on the second generation Apple Pencil is mind-blowing. I absolutely love this. It also has pressure sensitivity like all Apple Pencils, and it also needs to be paired. You magnetically stick the Apple Pencil to the iPad itself and it instantly pairs with the iPad. And the charging is also as simple as that. So that is pretty convenient if you ask me. And you are less likely to lose it and look for it because it is always attached to your iPad. The only downside to this is the most expensive one in the list. You will be paying for everything that you're getting. Next, we have a stylus pen from Amazon. So like I was saying, my puppy chewed up my Logitech Crayon and I was left with nothing to finish up my college. So I decided to go on Amazon and shop for a stylus. And trust me when I say this, it was so good and for almost no cost. This is the stylus pen that I got off of Amazon. I will leave the exact link down below in the description bar for you to check it out. It was only $30 to $35, which is so much more cheaper than its alternatives. But it was almost just as good. So first of all, it has a flattened side just like the Apple Pencil second generation. So it looks almost identical to the second generation Apple Pencil, except it has a charging port on its side. The dupe, unlike the actual Apple Pencil second generation, cannot charge on the iPad itself. You will need to connect a Type-C USB cable into the stylus to charge it. I have no complaints though, it is pretty good. And because of its flattened side, it has a better grip and a better writing experience overall. And it is also less likely to roll off the table. It also does not need any pairing. You just take it off the box, turn it on, and to turn it on, it has a touch switch on the top of it. So you lightly touch it and it turns on. I really like this so much more than buttons. Something about it is so satisfying, lightly touching it and it turning on. I really like it. And it'll write on multiple devices without having to do anything. It also does not lag, so it has a seamless writing experience. All the options I've mentioned in this video have good writing experience and they do not have any kind of lag. This also magnetically sticks to the iPad onto its side. Even though it does not charge like this, it does stick to it, so it looks fairly nice. And you won't lose it, so you will know exactly where to find it when you need it. It is also compatible with most iPads, the ones that are compatible with the first generation Apple Pencil and the ones that are compatible with the second generation Apple Pencil. So you can get this and try it out for any of the iPads. It also has amazing battery life. It lasted very long. It lasted about 5 days with my use, so I would say it has really good battery life. It also has a light indicator on it to tell you when the battery is running low so you can charge. It, however, does not have pressure sensitivity. If pressure sensitivity is something that you really need, then this is not the one for you. But if you're just looking at trying out digital note-taking on your iPad and you want to try something out first, this is the perfect one for you. And it competes with the Apple Pencil neck to neck. For a few seconds, just get it out of your head that this is a dupe, and just think of it as you have the second generation Apple Pencil in one hand and this one in another hand, and you don't know which is which. And as you're writing, you just see that one doesn't have pressure sensitivity and it does not charge on the iPad itself. That is all the difference there is. And it is about $100 cheaper. So it is definitely worth giving it a try. And that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Make sure you hit that like button if you like this video, and also hit that subscribe button if you want to watch more of such videos. I will have a lot of my tech unboxing and reviews linked down below and in the iCard up here, so you can watch it right after this video. Now that being said, I will see you in another video very soon. Until then, signing off, LightninGirl. Bye!